And I keep saying the poor people are the bonsai people. There's nothing wrong with their seeds. Simply society never gave them the space or never gave them the base on which to grow. If you had the base for them as wide as anybody else, they will grow as tall as anybody else. No fault of the person. So the poverty is not created by the poor people. Sometimes we kind of jump into conclusions their fault. They don't work hard, or they're stupid, they don't have the training, they don't have the skill. We get a whole list out of it. But that's not true. They work very hard. It's the poor who work the hardest, but get the least. That's why they're poor. So it's not the fault of the poor. Then whose fault is it? Who created poverty? And I keep saying that the poverty is created by the system that we built for us. And the system is made up of the institutions that we built, this theoretical framework that we created, concepts that we built. So they are at fault. If we had some mechanism to go back to those concepts and theories and the institutions and pick out all the seeds of poverty inside of them, take them out, there will be nobody poor. Because poverty is not created. The system is now free from poverty, so people are free from poverty. And I give the example of one institution, the institution of banking. Why do they have to say that some people are not creditworthy? Is it their prerogative to make judgment on people? Or people should make judgment on them? Shouldn't we kind of rephrase that question by saying, by redesigning the question, by raising it this way? Are the banks people worthy? Isn't that the legitimate question? But the answer is no, they are not. Because if you look around, 2/3 of the world population are not eligible in the eyes of the banks to do business with them. So what kind of institution is it which doesn't give you the permission to do business? Who are they to judge that whether I can do business or not? If I cannot do business with a bank, then it is the responsibility of the bank to redesign itself so that I can do business with them. It's not my responsibility to redesign myself so that I can do business with them. So that point is missed. As a result, people are refused, rejected from the banking services. So if you don't have that access to financial services, you are thrown into the wolves, the moneylenders, loan sharks, which sucks up everything that you got. And that's what happens every day. We read about it in the newspaper, we read about it in stories, in plays, in literature. Pound of flesh, remember that. Shakespeare. It's all there. But nobody did anything to help them because it's not us, it's them. So who cares about them? We are okay. We got the bank account, we got our credit cards. No problem. So this is the problem. So today, something that we built work for the poor people. Is it something that we lend money, tiny little money to the poor people? Is that what makes Grameen Bank? That's all? Or there is something else? If, say, Citibank started giving tiny loans, $30 loans or $50 loans in Bangladesh, will it become a microcredit bank or Grameen Bank? No. It's not just size of the loan. It's the way you do business. That's what makes it microcredit. In our business, in our work, there is no collateral. First thing we removed, no collateral. Because if you're asking for collateral to the poor people, they will never get to you because they have nothing to offer. So that is thrown away, thrown out of the window. No guarantee. You don't need anybody's guarantee. No legal instrument, no papers to be signed which can be taken to the court. We don't go to the court. We said, forget it. For this little money, if you're going to the court, it will be stupid. You'll be spending a lot of money to the lawyers, giving to the lawyers. Why spend those money and create those problems for you? So we abandoned that. So it's a collateral-free, no guarantee, no legal instrument. Then how does it work? It's a trust-based banking. It's a mutual trust. And that works. Not only works in Bangladesh, it now works globally, everywhere. So this is the essence of it. We give loans for income-generating activity so that they can move up, creating their own income opportunity and continue, and then help the children to go into school and everything that I said about that, and change their life completely. Our goal is to reach, I said 64% of the borrowers have crossed the poverty line. They are no longer poor. Our goal by 2015 to make sure all the Grameen Bank borrowers get out of poverty completely, 100%. With the Millennium Development Goal, the world is trying to reach a situation where half the poverty will be overcome. Half the number of poor people get out of poverty. That's a global goal. But within Grameen Bank, we have decided we will use the same years, 2015, to make sure 100% of the borrowers of Grameen families, all the Grameen families get out of poverty. And it's an achievable goal. It's not a fantasy. It's not something that you dream, but you feel that maybe you can't achieve it. We can achieve it. And what else? I said the concept is at fault. And I talk about the concept of business, particular one that I choose to demonstrate. I said, look, the way we build the economic theory and build the theory of business and everything that we put into it, based on the assumption that all people who go into business go there to make money. That's the only reason why you go into business, to make money. And theory makes it very clear. It says profit maximization is the mission of business. That's fine. Wonderful. But are all people, everybody is doing that? Is that what they're supposed to do in business? So the theory has been built on the assumption of one-dimensional human being. Human being has only one urge, is to make money. That's all. But that's not the real people. That may be the people in the theory. But the real world people is much bigger than that. They have many other urges. They want to touch other people's life. They want to contribute to this world. They want to feel happy in being useful to somebody else. How come we cannot accommodate it within economic theory? How do we have just one-dimensional person rather than multidimensional person? All human beings are multidimensional beings, not a single-dimensional beings. It's a mixture of many things. So I said, at least to justify the real human being into the theory, we should keep at least two kinds of businesses. One kind that we already know, the kind which takes business as a money-making opportunity. The goal is to maximize profit. That's fine. Another business will be a business to do good to people. There no intention of personally benefiting from that. All the benefits should be given to the people that we want to run the business for. And I'm designating it, calling it as a social business. And define it by saying it's a non-loss, non-dividend company. It doesn't lose money, but it doesn't give dividend to the investor. That's a social business.